Inside each of us lives two versions, one weak and one strong. The weak version craves comfort, delay, and excuses. The strong version seeks growth, discipline, and purpose. Your life is shaped by which one you feed every single day. If you don't destroy the weak version of yourself, it will quietly pull you down and blur your potential. Jim Rohn once said, "You cannot change your life until you change yourself." But to change yourself, the first step isn't learning a new skill or reading another book. It's facing and eliminating your weak self. That weak version isn't someone else. It's you when you hit snooze in the morning, when you delay your goals, when you look for reasons not to begin. It's you when you choose what's easy over what's right. The most dangerous part is that this weak self often wears a mask of logic as sturdy as is. Convinces you that you need more time, that you deserve a break, or that you should wait for the perfect moment. But you don't need more time. You need courage. The courage to act even when you're not ready. The courage to keep going even when you're unsure. The courage to say no to laziness and yes to discipline. Destroying the weak version of yourself doesn't mean becoming cold or harsh. It means recognizing the thoughts, habits, and choices that hold you back and replacing them with stronger ones. As Jim Rohn said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. You can't reach where you want to go without walking that bridge. And to step on it, you must remove every brick of weakness. Replace procrastination with action, fear of failure with learning, and comfort with a hunger for excellence. Your strong version doesn't demand perfection, only that you start. Each small action repeated daily pushes back the weak self. You don't change through big dramatic events, but through small daily victories. Waking up on time, staying focused, working when others quit. Yet remember, the weak version never disappears completely. It waits for moments of fatigue or doubt. That's why awareness is key, not to judge yourself, but to stay in control. Every decision you make, what you eat, how you work, how you rest, is a vote for which version will lead your life. If you've fallen before or lived too long in weakness, it's okay. The beauty of being human is that you can start again, right now. Jim Rohn said, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." You don't need to change your whole life overnight. Just do one thing every day that your weak self doesn't dare to do. Choose to act instead of making excuses. Choose to face discomfort instead of running away. Over time, you'll see your strong self grow. It's born not in comfort, but in challenge, when you decide to rise instead of complain, to continue instead of quit. Strength doesn't come from inspiration. It comes from action without inspiration. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. When you destroy your weak version, you free yourself from invisible limits. Limits that never existed in reality, but only in your mind. The weak say, "I can't because I've never done it." The strong say, "I'll try and learn." One waits for perfection. The other acts through imperfection. The difference lies not in talent, but in mindset and habits. Jim Rohn taught that success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming the person who deserves it. To attract success, you must destroy the version of you that clings to excuses, laziness, and fear. You can't build a new house on a broken foundation. You can't build a great future on weak habits and negative thoughts. Each time you choose comfort over growth, scrolling instead of working, overeating instead of caring for your health, delaying instead of acting, you feed your weak self. That's not harmless. It's silent self-destruction. But every small act of discipline, waking up early, finishing tasks, keeping promises to yourself, builds your strength. Those small wins form the foundation of true confidence. Don't compare yourself to others. Comparison leads either to insecurity or arrogance. Both stop growth. As Jim Rohn said, "Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better." Focus on your journey, not theirs. Build an environment that supports your stronger self. Surround yourself with books, people, and ideas that lift you higher. You don't have to be perfect, only better than yesterday. Progress a little each day, in your thoughts, your reactions, your choices. Learn to self-correct, self-motivate, and self-discipline. That's how you walk away from weakness. Your weak side will never disappear completely, but you can make it powerless by feeding your strength daily. Jim Rohn said, "Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills." Success doesn't come because life gets easier, but because you become stronger. You can't control what happens outside, but you can always control how you respond. That's where your power lies. So, face your weak self and say goodbye. Say no to excuses, no to procrastination, no to blame. Be willing to hurt a little today so you can be proud tomorrow. Start small. Clean your workspace, write down your goals, silence distractions, and take consistent action. Because emotions fluctuate, but actions create results. You don't need saving. You are the one you've been waiting for. Strength isn't the absence of weakness, but the decision to rise every time you fall. Don't wait for motivation, create it. Don't wait for the right moment, act now. Every right action is a declaration of war against your weak self. Do it long enough, and one day your results will speak louder than any words. Jim Rohn said, "Work harder on yourself than you do on your job, because success doesn't come from what you do, it comes from who you become." So today, stop letting your weak version drive your life. Step forward with discipline. Act even when you don't feel like it. No one is coming to save you. You are the only one who can decide to grow stronger.